Hello everyone, back tuning into today's video. We're doing the March month-ahead forecast today. We're going to have a look at the seasonal models from the long-range United States model, CFS version 2, and we're going to have a look at the Beijing Climate Center to see whether both models are coming up with a similar prediction for the month ahead. Now, before I go on video, I just want to talk about the advertising. There'll usually be a video ad overlaying my web videos at GavsWeatherVids.com, and please play what you should be supporting GavsWeatherVids.com by doing that. Just want to talk about February. The February forecast has gone quite well, I think. I predicted we'd have a cooler than average month. It has been a cooler than average month, but actually, in terms of the Central England temperature, February is the coldest, was the coldest month of the winter, beating January and December, although January had a more intense sort of cold spell. It had that very mild start, of course, but it had a more intense cold spell, and a lot more snow fell in January than in February. But in terms of the numbers, actually February was the coldest month of the winter, was the coldest February in the Central England area, I think I'm right in saying, since 1996. So we're going to go on now to have a look at March, and first of all we're going to start off with the 700 millibar height anomalies from the CFS version 2 model. I'm not sure why it's still version 2, because there's no version 1 model anymore, so it really is just the CFS model. These are the 700 millibar heights, as I say. This really is indicating pressure in the atmosphere. It's the same idea as the 500 millibar height anomalies that I use for my everyday videos, where we've got the orange and red colours. That's where we've got above average heights at 700 millibars. Where we've got the blue colours, that's where we've got below average heights at 700 millibars. And those two areas are extrapolating to higher than normal pressure and below lower than normal pressure. So what we're seeing in the Atlantic is that we've got a setup with above average heights here to the northwest of the British Isles, through Iceland in towards Greenland, down towards Canada as well, and then we've got area below average heights sitting to the west and to the southwest of the British Isles. That's an area of low pressure really in the Atlantic. And for us in the British Isles, we're actually got nearer normal heights there, although the above average heights do extend towards Scandinavia and to the north of Scotland. So this is really indicating that the jet stream is running through the Atlantic, and then generally I think to the southwest of the British Isles, that jet stream is plunging down. So this implies, I think, that we will be seeing a greater than average frequency of northerly and easterly winds really through the course of the month. Although with this area of above average height stretching out to the east, we do have the potential at times to get some southerly winds. So it really is probably going to be quite a mixed bag really from this 700 millibar height anomaly in terms of what we see this month. I think there is potential some quite cold weather, but also be potential some quite warm weather at times as well. And even in the coming week, we are looking at quite a mild spell coming up. So the temperature prediction from the CFS model is that we're going to have average temperatures this month, near normal temperatures. We're in the white colours there. That indicates temperatures around the season average. It is going to be colder than average month if the prediction is right, much of the north, and a milder than average month down to the south of the country. For precipitation, the model is showing that we're going to have below average precipitation here across many central parts of Europe, and that extends through France in towards the British Isles as well, although in British Isles the precipitation is nearer normal. And notice actually the driest anomaly is for Scotland and Northern Ireland, close to that area of above average heights, but sitting there away to the northwest. Spain and Portugal indicated to have quite a wet month actually, and that's indicative of the jet stream, I think, plunging down to the southwest of the country. So back to model, the CFS model is really implying, I think, that we're going to have quite a mixed month with northerly and easterly winds probably blowing in a greater than normal frequency, but there is the potential at times for somewhat warmer weather too. The Beijing Climate Center showing a very similar sort of setup of the 500 millibar height anomalies for the month of March. Just go back to the CFS 700 millibar heights. That is the 700 millibar height anomaly for the month from CFS. If we go forward again to the Beijing Climate Center, it's very similar there. We've got the above average heights stretching up to the north and the northwest, the below average heights to the west and to the southwest, with the jet stream running somewhere here through the Atlantic and then going south and west of the British Isles. And that leaves us probably with the northerly and easterly winds blowing more frequently than normal. But where the Beijing Climate Center difference to the CFS model is further to the east of the country, because we've got below average heights really stretching across much of Scandinavia and Central Europe as well, whereas the CFS model actually did have somewhat above average heights stretching in towards Scandinavia and Central Europe. But for the Atlantic setup, it's quite a similar sort of idea. For precipitation from the Beijing Climate Centre, when it's going very wet here to the south and the west of the country, again, Spain and Portugal indicate to have a very wet month. So if you're off to Spain or Portugal in March for some spring sunshine and some spring warmth, you may be disappointed. It looks like it could be really quite a wet month indeed down there. For us, the precipitation anomaly is nearer normal. It's a little bit above average in the south and the east. It's a little bit above, a little bit below average to the north and west. That's because we've got that area of above average height sitting to the northwest of the country. And for the temperature forecast, well, actually we're indicating quite a cold month here. A cooler than average month is being predicted for the British Isles, and it's not really surprising because we've got that area of above average height sitting to the northwest. The high pressure sits to the northwest, and at times it will be giving us northerly and easterly incursions. So that's what the models are predicting. Do I agree with this idea? Well, I think as an anomaly, these are stacking up to be quite good, really. I think we will have above average heights quite frequently to the north and west of the British Isles. That doesn't mean it's going to be cold throughout the month. I think we'll have periods of quite mild weather, and my guess is that we'll have a mild first week or so, then we'll go colder. Could go really quite cold indeed, I think, through the middle of the month. I've been talking about this in the videos. I'm still sort of got the idea that the middle, say from around the 10th to sometime around the 20th, it could go really quite cold indeed, and there could be snow at times, but it may get milder again with southerly winds coming back towards the latter stages of the month, and that takes into Easter. We may have a decent Easter. I'll just throw that one out there. Don't pin too many colours on that. But I'll just say that I think the latter stages of March could be okay, and it could be a decent Easter this year. Let's hope so, fingers crossed for that one. But for the month anyway, the month-end forecast, I'm going for a near normal month actually. I think everything will average out, so we'll start off mild, we'll go cold, then we'll go mild again. So a near normal sort of March, maybe just about coming out below average, but I think nearer the seasonal average would be a better call for the month. And for precipitation, it's always hard in a month ahead in seasonal forecast to predict precipitation, but I would guess that it's probably going to be another slightly drier than average month. Maybe the anomaly, the driest anomaly would be to the northwest, and the wettest anomaly to the southeast, but it's always hard to predict precipitation. So that's the forecast from GamesWeatherVids.com for the month of March. Near normal temperatures, maybe just edging towards below average, but really near normal, and precipitation near normal as well, and probably drier in the northwest. That's it. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.